quite a lot of the modern staircases that you buy that have been made for you, just like this one from Stairbox, they'll supply all the handrails, and they also give you some mechanical fixings that you can do them with. What I like to do is actually let them in as well. So I've made a small jig here, and there's the two types of handrail that they do. The one that we have is called modern. I've marked the top of my handrail. I'm going to clamp this onto there, and then I'm going to actually remove that with copy cutters or template cutters. These are like my template cutters. But I'm going to get a Forstner bit, and I'm going to remove quite a lot of the stock out of there, just so the router's not doing so much work. And to start with that, I'm just going to literally mark around it here. So just using a Forstner bit, I'm going to take out quite a lot of stock. Now I don't need to go in far. I'm going to go in one side about 18 mil and in the other side about 9. So when I put this newel in, I can push the handrail in and pull it back to the other side. So let's just get this stock removed first. So that's roughly 18 mil. I love a Forstner because you can actually see through to the bottom of the cut and get them virtually in the same place. And look at that for a clean cut. And unlike an auger bits tend to pull themselves all the way through, split the wood, but these are much more fine, if you like. And apart from dropping it out the truck, they're brilliant. So I'm going to set the router up now. So basically the bearing is going to hit the jig, and that's going to give me the cut I want just to get us started. All right, so that's plenty there. Lock that off. Clamp on the template again. I've made it so that's the same sort of width as the newel, so you can get a clamp this way to hold it in line, and just put one on there away from the base of the router. I'm using a slightly bigger router than I might normally do on something like this, just what I've got in the van today. So that's that. So it's just a matter of carefully routing that out, starting in the middle and working outside. And now the beauty of a template cutter now, you could effectively move that and carry on with the cutter against its own shoulder as well. So that's another thing you can do. So I'm just going to lower this down a slightly bit more. Do another pass, and then I'll put a slightly longer cutter in and go for that. And it's going to give me a really nice, perfect mortise. So I'll tell you what, I'll show you what I mean about putting the next size cutter in. So I've got different lengths. So this one here will probably get all of the way now. So I might as well use this one now. Take that one out. I've taken the battery out of this router. It's probably best to do that. Lock it off. Quickly change it over. And it's really hard, this oak, so it's best to do everything in a few passes, all right? Because it's just good practice. Okay. Set that in there. There we go, that's the first pass. Pop the battery back in and follow that Now it's at this stage, because my bearing is low enough, I can just whip the template out the way. You can see what a nice job it makes of that. It's just absolutely crisp. And just take it to the depth I want it. So just reduce that a little bit there. Now this will be the final pass. And there you have it, and it's just a lovely job. It's just much nicer. So I'm going to fix my newel straight through the middle of here. So I want to counterbore, and the counterbore can be any size. We might as well make it this size because it's in the drill. I'll just counterbore this out a little bit because we don't want our fixing to be super long. We want to make it just long enough. So I'm going to go into about halfway. That's good. Give that a quick blow. And then we're going to put a pilot all the way through that. And I'm going to put a slightly bigger pilot, something like 6mm, all the way through that. Right. Put this. So that is effectively the finished newel. Make sure we keep it plumb before we put our screw in. And we're going to bite through everything, through the plasterboard and into that lovely oak grounds behind. Here's the oak. Now that's it. It's nice and plumb both ways. And we're going to basically repeat that process on the other side for that. But before we do that, I'm just going to talk about what we do now on this side. So we've got this one already routed out. I'm going to do this one half the depth of that one. So when I put the handrail in, I put in a longer section of handrail and I pull it back. And then where the fillet is underneath for the balustrade covers or the cover fillets, we can put a skew screw through into the newel as well. So they're glued and they're screwed as well. And I just think that's a super nice way of actually fixing this on.